Hey, good morning, everybody. So, God, what a fugly market this morning. Huh? Boring as all crapola. We had our labor report this morning, right? And it was here we go again. After those couple of weeks of good labor reports, the new claims popped up over that almost to 800,000. And we've been talking about that for weeks and weeks and weeks, right? We really need to get underneath that 700K on the new claims. But there's kind of a conundrum here, right? We know cities are opening up. We know businesses are opening up. We know travel's expanding, but there's pockets of weakness. Take that ambulance in the background, for instance. In this neighborhood, over the last year, maybe we heard one ambulance a month. Now, all of a sudden, you can tell life's starting to pick up again everywhere in the sense that, you start hearing traffic and things like that. Believe me, you could hear a pin drop in Kalihi, man, about 4 months ago. But that's the conundrum, right? Because the market has one eye on that. And that's the promise of these unemployment reports getting better. People are going back to work, but there's some sags on this too. And a lot of it comes, and I'm sorry, it comes from the teachers' unions, it comes from the federal unions, the government unions who are refusing to go back to work. There's a lot of drag on that. Now, new claims probably isn't affected as much by that, right? These people were on the unemployment, they're just continuing claims at this point. So where do those new claims come from? Well, you've had some shutdowns, right? You've had certain shutdowns here and there. Canada, right, went on lockdown again. I believe India is on at least a partial, almost a full lockdown. Germany. You have these pockets where you're still getting this same problem with the COVID. But in the United States, it looks like we are progressing forward. The administration is doing a good job getting vaccines in people's arms. Getting people to follow mandates, right? This little social distancing. Prevention is always the best medicine, right? But so you have that conundrum. So you have a mixed market this morning, right? The Dow, if you guys have been watching it, is a little red, it's a little green, it's a little red, it's a little green. The S&P's been doing well, and that's the Apple effect that I've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. One thing we haven't had in these rallies is we haven't had participation from Apple. Apple really is a barometer. It's a great barometer. It's like Cisco was in the 90s. There was a time when they used to say if Cisco traded over 60, the market was healthy. If Cisco was under 60, the market was soft. It's almost the same thing with Apple right now. Apple's starting to break off that 120 level. It actually got up into the 130s this morning. It's pushing it right now while we're talking. That's why your S&P is nice and firm, but your Dow is kind of getting a little skewed there, right? Maybe you get a little pullback on your airlines or whatever. Energy, right? Oil had a tough couple of days. It was a little soft this morning also too. So these things are playing on the Dow, but that Apple is just pushing the S&P up. It's participating. Microsoft continues to participate, right? It's making all-time highs, but it needs that big horse, right? It needs that big gun in there, and it looks like it's coming along. The tech trade's kind of still just going sideways for you guys. You see it with the NASDAQ. I've showed you in the chart before. It's just in that channel. It hasn't really broke out. It hasn't really broke down. It just kind of goes up a little bit one day, goes down another day, and on and on and on. So on this Thursday, I don't have a whole lot besides that unemployment report. So we're just kind of in a wait and see position right now. You guys know we're playing Apple right now, so we're happy that this is starting to come around. Hey, we've been talking about Ollie, right? Ollie had a terrible afternoon yesterday. I'm not sure what happened, but it's getting a nice little bounce this morning, and we still got time on those contracts. Other than that, like we set up that energy play for the end of summer. So we're just kind of sitting and waiting on that one. We like Suncor, we like ET, we like XLE. If you want to do it the easy way, I'm going to talk a little bit tomorrow about ETFs and how easy it makes for the individual investor to get involved in a sector that it's going to be hot, but you don't have 400 guys researching every stock in the sector like Goldman Sachs does. So a lot of times that ETF is your ticket to victory there. So we'll talk a little bit about that yesterday. And on that theme, we are actually in XLE right now, your energy ETF. Other than that, much ado about nothing, right? There's this fight going on about I guess they're going to do some pen and cell phone action on gun control and things like that. The whole border situation continues. There were new reports about that there might be some kind of child molestation going on in some of these. It's a shame. That needs to stop. But look, guys, other than that, financially, economically, everything's kind of just still in that same mode. Right now, we can go look at let's go look together at the market. Since it's just an easy report today, I'll pop you on over here. That's futures right now. You can see Dow futures went green, which is positive. It looks like oil might go green too after having a little tough morning there. Let's see what the real numbers say. And you can see the Dow's up about 15 points, S&P's up about 15 points, and the Nasdaq's having about a 1% gain today. And GameStop's back in the news. Last week it was everybody hated it because they were going to sell all those stocks. All of a sudden they named a new chairman, and now they're up again. So it's just an interesting morning. It's a lot of ebb and flow. It's a lot of patience involved. It's a lot of watching paint dry, and you can see as you scan through the news, there's just not a whole lot going on other than the normal nonsense. So, guys, with that, let's go ahead and call it an update, okay? I don't want to keep you guys all day just to talk about nothing. Let's see how the market continues to digest in the afternoon this economic reports this morning from the labor reports. I have a good feeling that the market will look at this as we've had two good ones the last couple of weeks, labor reports. We had a great ADP report, and we've had some good economic news along with it. We've still got a very supportive Fed of the markets, the financial markets, right? So I think the market might look at this as there was a little knee-jerk reaction this morning, the panic trade, right? But as we got later into the day, you could see the markets firm up. And I think the markets are looking at like this as, nothing goes straight up, right? So maybe it's just a blip in the radar. And I kind of feel like that too. Like I said, there were some shutdowns, but for the majority of the country, it's all what do they call it? All steam ahead or whatever. Anyways, guys, let's call it a Thursday. Okay. Tomorrow's Friday. We're rolling into the weekend. Just really, it's a watch and see this afternoon. Let's see if the market does look at this labor report this morning as an anomaly. Okay, guys. Other than that, you have a great day. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to check out the stock of the week, Match.com. It's actually doing real well the last couple of days. It had a rough day yesterday, but the day before that, it had a great day, and it's having a good day today. Yesterday might be in a little buying opportunity, right? The other one is Win, right? Win is the newest stock of the week. Take a look at those. Remember what I teach you guys. You buy when they sell, you sell when they buy. You buy into weakness, you sell into strength. So don't be afraid when a stock pulls back, especially if you're looking to get into it. How many times you see people say that is like maybe they're trading Tesla, right? And Tesla's floating around 675. And somebody says, man, I wish I could buy Tesla at 650. Then it comes down to 650 and they're, oh, something's wrong with Tesla. I'm not going to buy it. It's what happened between those 25 points in your head. You know what I mean? That's your gift to get into Tesla, right? If you believe it's going to 700, $25 cheaper is a big thing. Anyways, guys, be smart, trade patiently, trade deliberately, stay within your system, and let's see how this afternoon shakes out. All right, guys, you have a great day today.